going to be super hard to capture in frame. But it is launch day for Muddy's new apparel and boot lineup. This is going to be an unboxing video. I haven't worn any of this stuff, haven't gotten to test it out, haven't even really gotten any sort of product breakdown on it yet. I did receive a couple of pieces of early season gear from Muddy a few weeks ago. I have gotten that into the woods, so I'll talk about that after, but this is going to be an unboxing. This is the first time you or I are seeing this stuff. Well, you might have seen some of the materials they've had out by now, but right off the bat, pretty stoked about this launch day box that they sent to a bunch of the pro staff members. This is a zero trace scent eliminator from Wild Game Innovations, so pretty cool. This is like it's a Plano box, but you've got some cords here, so you can actually throw all your clothes in here. Looks like they've got a little scent control device in there. So I think I'm gonna try and leave this in the back of the bed of my truck, and can throw my clothes, pull them out when I get to the trailhead, throw them on when I get back at the end of the day, and this thing's pretty cool. But anyway, let's open this up. Cool mossy oak accented lid. So maybe I'll just dump this stuff out, but maybe that'll be easier. Or not. Yeah, that was probably a dumb idea. Let's just pull this stuff out one by one. So right off the bat, pretty standard swag fare for any sort of launch. We've got Muddy branded hat and t-shirt. I did ask for this stuff in a size large to give you guys some frame of reference. Ooh, I'm falling out of focus there. So I am 5'9", currently 175 pounds, and yeah, so if that helps you guys pick what size, I'll throw some of this stuff on and you can see. But cool t-shirt, full draw vibes. It looks like we got a pair of pants. Okay. These things are pretty sweet, and it feels like the jacket material probably matches. Now, this, I did get, I asked for my stuff in Mossy Oak Bottomland, because that's a camo pattern that, one, I love the old school camo patterns, but also I already own a bunch of accessories and a bunch of clothes in Bottomland, so this will fit in nicely with all that. My tethered gear now, a lot of that is Mossy Oak Bottomland, so I'm stoked that they offered that. Muddy does also have two proprietary versions of camo that are veil camo, so if you have anything else that's veil camo, that'll fit in pretty well with that also. But these pants, these seem to be like a soft shell, so this is going to be kind of like a do-it-all mid-season pant. These things look really nice. I like the placement of the pockets, reinforced seat, zip pockets on the back. Looks, you know, pretty solid for just a mid-season pant. Ooh, I like that right off the bat. You got zippers, and I like that the zips go about halfway up right there. Something that I'll talk about it after I get through this box, but the other pants that Muddy sent me are legitimately my favorite early season pants that I've ever had. And if you guys have been following me at all on Instagram or here on YouTube, you know I've had First Light, Kuyu, Sika, Numa, Kings. So I've tried all the super Gucci stuff, and this is going to be coming in. I don't have the price points right now, but my understanding is this is going to be at that budget friendly to mid-tier price point. I'll say right off the bat, so far the stuff that I've tried lives up to a lot of the higher tier stuff, even though Muddy has said in their advertising materials that this is really geared more for the budget conscious hunter and the guys that only get their couple of weekends a year to go out and hunt, which I think is valuable. Like I'm gonna say this right off the bat. Like, I've run everything as a photographer in the industry. I have had the opportunity to try literally all of the top stuff, and I'll say that there comes to a point where there's a diminishing rate of return, and if you're not one of those guys that's living in the woods 200 days a year, then dropping 3-4 grand on camo doesn't really make sense. If you want to, like, go for it. But for me, also, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a dad now. I find myself gravitating more towards like the nostalgic type stuff, and so maybe it's the Bottomland that really sold me on this. But this soft shell jacket right here looks nice and solid. Again, this is a large. I'm still working out the AC issues in my new shop, so I have it off right now, so I'm probably not going to wear this for too long. but this stuff is definitely geared more towards the eastern whitetail and turkey hunter. But I'll say this right off the bat, like the fit feels very athletic. This does not feel like cheap Walmart style camo that you get off of the rack. This fits really, really nice. I was actually, when they told me that this was going to be an affordable clothing line, ooh, and they have nice vents right here on the side actually too. Little elastic band right there. But when they told me that this was going to be more of an affordable clothing line, I was expecting this stuff to be a little bit baggier and not cut quite so well. Nice, feels like felt lined pockets, double breast pockets right here. Really, really nice. I'm pretty stoked about that. My understanding is, and I got to look through the tags, but I believe these soft shells are windproof, but I could be off on that. Okay, cool. So we got mid-season stuff taken care of. Ooh, boots. Sure, there's nothing in the boot. Nothing in the boot. Okay, we're good. So this is something that I have had some experience with over the last couple of weeks. I've been using Muddy's, a couple of different boots from Muddy. These look to be their higher, let's see, which one are these? Well, these are your 17-inch boots. Toe box looks nice and comfortable. I have been using primarily their, I forget the size, they're either like 14 or they might be 12 or 14 inch boots, but these are the boots that I've been using so far this season. These are one of the ones that Muddy sent me ahead of time, and these things have been absolutely phenomenal. Really comfortable, just a great like do-it-all boot height. You know, if in the hotter weather, if it's, you know that you're not going to be in like super tall grass where you're worried about ticks or it's not too wet. These have been absolutely phenomenal. But there's been a couple of times lately after storms that definitely it was getting pretty close to going over the top of my boots, so these will come in absolutely clutch. Nice grippy bottoms. These things have been really comfortable. I saddle hunted out of the boots that I just showed you guys, and they were very, very comfortable. I was in them for 4 or 5 hours in the saddle, and I wasn't complaining. No hot spots, nothing like that. Muddy also has 2 other size boots. So they've got their kind of like camp boot style, which personally, this like camp boot, deck boot style, I think it looks uglier than sin, but it is so functional and so useful. I haven't had a chance to use these yet because I just got them in, but I've been using boots like this from other brands. They've been my go-to boot for the last 2 seasons. They're just so convenient as a camp boot, going on boats if you're going in and out of water, just jumping in and out of the car, hunting out of them, saddle hunting. So you get some of that scent mitigation from having the rubber, but they're nice and comfortable too. And if you are going through water, you don't have to worry about any seams or anything like that. You just know that they're going to be waterproof, and being that they're lower, you're not going to overheat them. It's just such a convenient style boot to have, again, especially like for doing work around the house and things like that too. These things are just really, really nice. And then some boots that I'm definitely not going to get to use for a while, but these are their 1,000-gram insulated, super cold weather boot. These things are really comfortable. They're nice and generous in the foot. I'm a size 10, and these fit. The other boots fit me not snug. They fit perfect, honestly. These have a little bit more room in them in the toe box, which is perfect because that's what you want for cold weather. That's a mistake that I made in the past. I know a lot of people make, is they get their cold weather boots too tight, and then it compresses those nice thick socks that we all wear and really kills all of the insulating characteristics of those socks and things like that, because you actually want that air pocket between you and your insulation layer to trap in that air and keep it a little bit warmer. So good on Muddy, solid design there. That was off topic. What's in the box? What else is in the box? Okay, so we've got our Zero Trace scent eliminating guy right here. I don't know if you guys could see that. I kept that out of frame. Sweet. So there's actually a pocket right here that dumps into. Looks like you could also throw a cup holder in there as well. What else we got? We got a muddy Yeti. This thing's really cool. I like this color quite a bit, actually. I'm out of focus. My camera is struggling with these bright colors right now. And then we've got a muddy replaceable blade folding knife. This thing looks pretty cool, actually. Let's open this guy up. Cool, so this is a nice little folding replaceable blade design right here. It looks like nice thick blades. Cool little folder right there. If you're a fan of replaceable blades, this one looks pretty solid. I could see, I don't know, this is pretty nice. I'm gonna give this thing a try. And lightweight, so I like that they went with the thicker blade on here versus the little scalpel type one. So pretty cool. Anything else? I think that's everything in here. Nice foam padding, so you can actually organize stuff, separate it if you want to. Guys, that's pretty dope. All right, throw everything back in the box, and then let me talk about some of the favorite pieces that I've been using so far from the Muddy lineup. So I haven't had a chance to wear this yet because it's been the surface of the sun level temperatures here in Florida, but this vest, just like the soft shell jacket that I showed you guys, seems to be the same cut. This actually feels a little bit thinner, but this thing, again, like very nice and form-fitting, nice quiet material, and just a really nice cut, a more athletic cut than you're used to seeing from a lot of like Eastern minded companies, but definitely pockets in the right spot. This is going to be one of those things that just kind of lives in my backpack for those days where I need just maybe one more layer. Then these pants, which I think I talked about already, but these TRX pants, the lightweight ones, these are my favorite pants, bar none, for early season that I've had. The vent placement is absolutely perfect for saddle hunters. So the vents, unlike a lot of companies that like usually come up to your hip, on these Muddy pants, what's nice is they come up lower, so they're about like halfway up your thigh, and they actually go down to your knee. What's really nice about that is if you hunt out of a saddle or even out of a tree stand, you're sitting down, it's not awkward getting to that zip. It's right, that zipper to go down is right by where your hand naturally kind of falls, so it's not going to be tucked in underneath your saddle if you're hunting out of a saddle. And if you're in a tree stand, it's in an easy spot to just zip up, zip down, not a whole lot of additional movement. But for a lightweight pant, this is nice and quiet, especially when it's on your body, and it is just super lightweight, but plenty durable. I've been wearing these saddle hunting, and definitely not as intended. Like, these things don't have any sort of reinforced knees or anything, but I've been resting my knees on the tree, and these things are not showing any sort of wear or anything like that. Pocket layout, nice. They are the like felt style inner pockets, so I was worried about that being a little bit warm, but thinking back to my hunts, the last couple times I've been out, I never really noticed it. So but yeah, just really nice pants. And then lastly, the rain gear that Muddy has come out with. Their rain gear is super lightweight. They put this mesh in here, which is nice because when it does get wet, it keeps it off your body. Some of the lightweight rain gear that I've used from other companies, even though you're dry, you still feel cold and damp because you can actually feel like the weight and the temperature, the moisture on the outside of the shell because it's so thin. So I like that they added the mesh on the inside just to keep it off your skin and allow for some additional breathability, but this is still plenty lightweight. You know, I haven't had this in like crazy torrential downpours, but I have been wearing this, you know, even just around the house when it's just been raining. It's Florida summer here, and this thing has held up great, shooting in the backyard, really comfortable. They definitely put a lot of thought into making sure that you have clearance where you need to. And for a rain jacket, and the pants are actually the same material. This is pretty quiet. Like, this isn't, I would say, you know, in terms of like ranking how loud different apparels are, you usually have like rain gear, puffy jacket, soft shell, like wool base layer, right? Like from loudest to quietest. This is definitely more in like a good puffy jacket category versus like your typical rain gear. So and the pants were the same thing. Like I would actually feel comfortable just wearing the pants into the woods. I don't know a lot of other companies' rain pants that I could say that about. So nice job, Muddy, on the rain gear. But so that's my Muddy kit. They also have base layers that are plenty good. They've got some synthetic base layers, a quarter zip, as well as just a long sleeve, a nice polyester hoodie, which is, you know, kind of your standard polyester hoodie that a lot of companies have. So awesome job, Muddy, bringing a lineup out right off the bat that kind of covers all of the bases and can get you into the woods definitely in through October, maybe early November, depending on the temperatures that you're looking at. So I know that they're planning on expanding this line and they've got more stuff coming, but I'm really excited. I'm super stoked. I like the solutions that are coming out. It is definitely a good time to be a bow hunter. There were a couple years ago where I felt like you had like 2 or 3 solid options for kit, and now even the affordable kit is really good. So definitely an awesome time to be a bow hunter. I'm excited to put this stuff in the woods. I'm headed up to New York here soon for the opener there, so bear will be open as well as deer, and I've got tags for both. So hopefully I get these things bloody and I'll have some further things to report on. But if you guys are out there getting after it, good luck, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.